It's geometrical. Cool. Exhausting stuff. I know. So we knock it from one side to another. I like that we have our arms open out to say, hey, I'm with my guys, but also I'm feature. Watch me. Hi everybody, my name is Jessica Holyfield and I'm a professional dance choreographer and dance educator based out of the southeast of the United States, and we're here to take a look at ENHYPEN and their track Tamed-Dashed. We have the music video in the dance practice pulled up. This is a Patreon request. Shout out to Hannah for the request. They are our go-to requester for the group and we are going in chronological order, so consider this a marathon. I cannot wait to dive in. Let's go. Fun. We're in escuela. That's nice. Dance. Ha ha. Ooh. I'm assuming this was released in the summer. Wow. They're picking the right people to choreograph for them. This looks great on them. I love that. The tension on it. Whoa. Is it a rugby team? Ooh, ooh. Okay, Lore. Yes! I love that. It's geometrical. Cool. Nice. Summer. Nice catch. Oh, come on, film grain. Definitely gives that vampire side, right? Where they actually are feeling the sun. Isn't that interesting? And they have the have the umbrellas. This is a really nice summer track. I'm intrigued about the shape with the mix of the ISO of the head to the shoulder. I'm excited about that. Oh, I bet the letters have meaning. Because they showed a glimpse of them in a specific order, I bet. Wah, wah, wah. Nice. Is there more? I'm sure there is. We grab and we go into the woods where the Cullens are. Our friends. Fun. Dark Moon, which is a manga, right? Or it's a webtoon, something along those lines. That is fantastic. The fact that you have that type of entity to continue on with the storyline, I think is really cool. And then you have a visual that just creates and literally sets the scene for you to be able to appreciate what you're reading even more. So smart on Hive's part. Okay, here we go. I'm still turned up. Dance practice time. We're like, let's go. There's a lot of this punch that's happening in our choices. I really like this. That's so fun. Da 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 da. Does he have a PS5 ball cap on? I didn't know they made those. Nice. A lot of tension. Ooh, nice. But some of these stalls or these repeats and these glitches are super cool. Nice. Nice. Such an interesting structure. This one's really, really tricky to do if you don't know how to isolate. If you're somebody who competes in the K-pop cover contest with a group, this is a very competitive routine because it has so many different elements within it. They bookended it really nice. It does give more of an animalistic posture, which I find interesting, considering they're vampires. Exhausting stuff. I know. Oof, okay, from the top we go. 0.75 time for a good time. Overall, I think it looks great. It's clean. You have the rookie energy type of projection, and what I mean by that is when you see a lot of punch within our choices dynamically, even though everyone's committing to the same thing and it's very clean, that is a little component, fun little tidbit that I've noticed with the boy groups of the Gen 4 landscape specifically, where they are debuted and it's really fun and full out and there's so much to look and partake in. That's something you can look out for. But more and more, because when you see people, I mean, they came from a survival show. I've noticed with quite a few groups that they don't have this type of punch anymore from debut, which I find interesting. Normally that chills out by a 1 or 2 comebacks. So interesting stuff, right? So we open it up. Love that. Arms go in with the huddle. We drop it down, ready to go. Very intense. in your face. I like the levels there with the flick is nice. We end up speed changing, presented to the side. I like that we only had one of our members look at us. It helped us be able to see who our feature was because everybody else was positioned away, right? So we drop it down. I like the continuous trace from across the head down the body. It was nice. It was controlled. Then it turns into direction changes through the torsos on that, which is really cool. We have every other. I like the branch away, and these bleed offs are super nice there. He ends up tossing them to the side. I like the look on that. The heads as we swivel them. It's really fun. We open it back up. The ball changes, switch off, so we hit it and ball change, and I like the weight shift happening from front to back, so it makes it feel like a full body experience because it is a full body experience. Features in the center. The hinge back is nice with the snap of the heads for the fringe. Nice. So with Hot Summer with the trace down the body. Then I like that we have it where it's mirrored with two of our features there with a point in the back. Then we build it up. Running arms with a switch, weight shifts, rebounded, a lot of weight shifts. Particular hands would go from a fist to an open hand and vice versa. I don't think they really retracted it, but I like that you had intention with the hands for that part. Looking over to the side, new feature comes in, knock on the head, we speed change with a lower level to help keep that feature, and then you have a new feature in center. They hold it, and then they pop to interrupt this suspension. It's a really cool way to stay stable, but also makes it very captivating. This part is so fun. So it's a head ISO for the first two, level drop, and then we finish out the head ISO. It feels so geometric and grid line based, which I find to be really fun because we don't associate that to humans. So that helps with a nice charm and a new, not new way, but a more interesting way of doing a head isolation sequence. It's cool. Then they reset it to the other side. Really nice. And I like the heel that it travels with that. Really fun chorus. There's your na, na, na. Then I like that they use that to balance on both sides with this na, 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 this sway-like kind of sound. So having that replicated with the stability check is really nice. I also like the fanning, and we're not just fanning, we're adding the leg into that too. And we also had a transition take place here where we condensed the formation further. It was cool, it's enclosed. We open it up, new feature, we pull it in. Same as what we've already seen. It's just interesting enough as an isolation that you can do it multiple times, which is exactly what you see here. I like the tip over, most likely your wordplay choice. It has a sense of familiarity, a good focal point on that. With the running, I like the chest getting involved on that. You have the so having the arms go around the mouth checks out for this because it gives the impression that you're, oh my goodness, the sound is being produced by the mouth, so seeing hands around it clocks. So drop it down. Then from there, it looks like we're revving up, getting ready to push forward. So it does give a team orientation to it. And also it could be what we're about to get into here. Remember, they're a rugby team, so it's, so it's not wolf-like, even though it does look wolf-like. It's simply if you're playing rugby or a contact sport like football, American football, that is something, a position that you could see interchange, just a little bit different in the weight and where your knees are. But I like that. Where we're getting ready to go, I like the knock with the head, with the fringe. It's fun and the repetition there. That can look really redundant if you're not careful, but because of the charm of the clarity, the cleanliness, and the fullness that we saw, it really does stand the test of time very well here. So I like this little boxer bounce out of that. Speed change to help match our music for that part. So we knock it from one side to another. I like that we have our arms open out to say, hey, I'm with my guys, but also I'm feature. Watch me. We're here for it. Come on, give me 5. And I like that they end up elbowing. I wonder if they accidentally have elbowed each other before. I literally had a dance group yesterday. 2 of the girls, oh bless them, they finish in a really low level with their head knocked back, and I think they hit themselves, each other in the head during one of the run-throughs. This is just what happens when you get really close to people and you are mirrored, so just stay safe out there when you cover stuff. They drop down, fun trace, and we end up hinging, which is cool. Da-da-da-dun. So hearing this tone drop was cool, and we chose to use a hinge to justify it in our musicality, which is our connection between music and movement. So that's really nice. When we open it up, head shrug there. Not shrug, but more of a nod. So we have it, looks like 2 different people possibly. The traces look nice. We're getting super full just as the time before. We're not showing fatigue. which is nice. They open it one side to another with the projection. They're looking to the side to keep your feature seen. Head can show a lot of information where they're looking, helps us as an audience know where to look ourselves. Here we go. We open it out. Open it up. Same course as what we've seen before. The same as before with the heel. Na, 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 with the fan. The chest and the torso really looks nice on all of these. And just your simple extension change really helps change the look of it entirely. It's great. Great levels. A lot of unison in our course. So if they wanted to make it look, what's the word? If they wanted to add more to the repackage, this isn't really a repackage, it's a reinstatement with different features, you could entertain an add-on, a break-off, meaning having one person start and then other people join in on different timings. Things like that could be helpful, but it's not anything tricky. And also the beauty of marathoning a group, so seeing a few of their stuff within their discography prior to this performance, it helps me understand what already exists in the discography to know what other puzzle pieces that they're exploring with, for example, would be a more unified course. I think that's absolutely fine, especially if they haven't entertained something like that in other tracks. So there's beauty in all discography moments that one can have for themselves as an artist. It can expand their vocabulary as movers as well as vocalists. And so I don't want everything to be overly complex, especially for a performance-based group, because they need a breather, right? If everything was so high energy and intense, which this one is, but there's other things that are structured within it that are different than the previous choreographies, then it allows them to be able to flex those different types of muscle groups and be able to project in different ways that'll lead them to more success within their concert. So I'm thinking like long term, do we want everything they do to be super high energy? No. I like the head ISO, dun, 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 to hit on the syllables. That was cool. End up opening it out. I like this framing where they bring it up. He dives underneath. I like the legs getting shot out there. We knock it. This rebound is cool. The toss is nice. We look towards the inside. The grabs are fun with the interlocking happening too. He says right now. They toss it, sending the head to the other side. We get low. We have the sweep. The heels are fun with the fist. So you have this claw. To me, I associate it to, are we doing a subconscious and team? We're coming after you vibes. Did and team debut yet at this point? I don't know. That's really fun for me to know because I've already reviewed all their stuff. The timelines are completely warped. I have no idea when anything came out, which makes it really fun for me to just see, does something stand the test of time regardless of how long it is? For me, this one absolutely does. They are definitely killing it in that department, but this claw I always associate to their rivals, and then I like the combativeness, of course, with the fist there. So that's why I think it's more association with that. They tap it out. I do think words would really help with that, so they send it out, and then I like the arms creating a nice speed change there to break up the flow a little bit to make it interesting and engaging. 2 columns. He has his arm down to the side. He tosses it behind him. They grab, and we have different tones. Here we go. Good tension. I like the knock on the chest. They get low. They end up sending it forward. Good energy. We have it to the neck, and I like the subtlety that everybody got to have with that elbow. They toss it away. You have that summer. Hit, knock to the side and sending it around. And to the other side. Notice we have a completely different formation. We can see everybody. Give everybody equal love. We love that. Bringing it forward. That was a really good way to break up this to where we now have this just one time in that last course, so it's not the exact same course every time. It's great. Same as before, different people most likely. Then we knock it. I think he was in the front for the first one, maybe. It was either him or the other guy, maybe Nikki, right? Yeah, I think he was the one in front, because he has the pink hair. To the floor, the rock, we're ready to go. Now this one, as much as, I would like to not, what is this? There's somebody directly behind. I like that they contribute in fullness to the back, so it really does look like we have multiple people and it's not just the front line here. I like that we have somebody back there, but it's not a cover-up. I would say it's a vision justification where we're creating this lineup of we're about to take you out, rugby style, and then you have somebody in the back that's providing depth within that combativeness. It's not a cover-up, to me personally. And then we end up expanding it out. And then we finger wag it, and then we send it up. And then he ends up being that feature, center in that moment too. It does catch you a little bit off guard whenever they're done, but I don't mind that. really think they did a great job here, and whoever they have on the choreography side as a team, keep them, because this looks fantastic on them. Unless you need a breather, you need a change in style and flair, then explore other options, but I think this is a fantastic combination that we've seen here. Thank you again, Hannah. We have another B-side that's going to be coming out here soon that I'm looking forward to diving into with you guys. I'm Jess, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye.